So what's up? Welcome to another video. If you can't really hear me that good, that's because I rolled the fuck out of my ankle, so I gotta keep my foot up. I got no ice, cause yeah. But memes with shockingly dark backstories. The content in this video is for informational purposes only. Based on believed reliable sources, they may not be current or fully accurate. Viewers should do their own research and not solely rely on this information. We're not liable for any inaccurate or omissions. I do not condone, endorse, or encourage any of the behaviors or activities shown. I urge anyone to always act responsibly and within the bounds of law. All materials in this video fall within the fair use, a provision of Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976 for purposes like criticism, comment, and education. No infringement intended. That was a lot to read.
It's easy to laugh at a meme and move on, but have you ever wondered where some of them come from? Some memes are tied to events so shocking they'll make you question why you laughed in the first place. These are the memes with disturbing backstories ranked from the least to the most shocking. I'm Visual Venture, hope you guys have a great day ahead. Sad Will Smith. The Sad Will Smith meme is proof that the internet will roast anyone, even a beloved superstar actor. The meme shows Will Smith with a miserable look on his face like he's trying not to cry. It first blew up in July 2020, and now it's the meme everyone uses to show hidden pain. People share it to laugh off losing a game, failing a school test, or dealing with a heartbreak. Whenever someone's trying to cover up how hurt they really feel, this is the go-to meme. But what most people don't realize is that this meme comes from one of the most humiliating moments of Will Smith's life. It all started when rapper August Alsina dropped some shocking news in an interview. He said that he had an affair with Will Smith's wife, Jada. The news blew everyone's minds for a few reasons. First, Will and Jada seemed like the perfect Hollywood power couple. Second, Jada was 20 years older than August. And to top it all off,
you know it's bad when J. Cole, who has a line about I want Will and Jada Smith type marriage, skips the line or skips the whole saying when he re-performs the song. So
August was a close friend of their son, which made everything even messier. Before the internet could recover from the news of the affair, August revealed something else. He said Will Smith knew about the affair and was totally fine with it.
He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
That sent the internet into a meltdown. Everyone had their theories, but no one knew the real truth. After a few weeks, Will and Jada Smith decided to set the record straight. They sat down for a conversation on the talk show called The Red Table Talk, July 2020. But what was meant to clear the air just made everything worse. During the discussion, Jada explained how her friendship with August began.
I guess about 4.5 years ago, started a friendship with August, and we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
While she was getting closer to August, her marriage to Will hit a rough patch. She was sad and lonely. That's when her friendship with August turned into what she described as an entanglement.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
With US Bank, you get business checking options with no monthly maintenance fee.
That word entanglement, bro. I'm dead.
The whole time, Will sat across from his wife, Jada, trying to stay calm. But his face said it all. His watery eyes and strange smile showed he was hurting. That screenshot became the Sad Will Smith meme. Months later, Will tried to explain why he had teary eyes in the viral picture.
I'm not sad a lot. I think because I drink so much coffee, I get dehydrated and it makes my eyes water. I know people think I'm crying all the time,
and he's not.
But the internet refused to believe his excuse.
Just take that
I went to the doctor's office. Come on, Doc, you gotta give me something. What causes red and teary eyes? And when I read the dehydration, I was like, He WebMD'd that.
Despite all the drama, Will and Jada are still married. It's been 4 years since the Sad Will Smith meme was created, and it doesn't seem like it's going away anytime soon. This next meme is about a little boy who became internet famous for all the wrong reasons. The hood rat meme. If you were online in the late 2000s, chances are you remember the Hood Rat Kid meme. If you do, the catchphrase that came with it was, "It's fun to do bad things." The meme even ended up on a TV show.
I don't think I saw
Why did you do bad things?
Oh, I see this.
Because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
I see them Boondocks.
People used it to joke about reckless behavior, bad decisions like skipping homework to play video games or snacking while on a diet. But although it was a big joke online, the story behind the meme wasn't funny at all. The boy in the picture was 7-year-old Latarian Milton. But Latarian wasn't just any kid. Some people called him a demon child because of all the chaos he caused. But Latarian's troublemaking made him famous on April 28th, 2008. That day, he asked his mom if a friend could come over to watch cartoons. When she said no, he was furious. But instead of begging or pouting like most kids would, Latarian did something insane. He secretly grabbed his grandmother's car keys and stomped out of the house. Then he met up with a 7-year-old friend and together they took off with the car.
No way.
I yanked the thing.
And off they went, 2 7-year-olds alone on the road.
They drove through West Palm Beach, crashing into mailboxes, parked cars, and even 2 moving vehicles.
Where the
It
fuck
didn't
were they
take long
going?
for the cops to go after them. However, by the time they stopped Latarian, he already caused about $120,000
I
in
would
damages.
slap the fuck out of that
Surprisingly,
nigga's
but
big ass
thankfully, no one was hurt.
The SUV took most of the beating, snapping off one of his axles and wheels.
Latarian was only 7, so the police didn't arrest him. But the case was so bizarre that reporters showed up to cover the story.
Nah, toss
when they
that
asked
nigga in jail.
Latarian why he did it, he gave an unforgettable response.
I want to do it because it's fun. Fun to do bad things.
Toss that little
Drive
demon
a
in
little
jail
car.
right now.
And when the reporter asked if he knew he could have hurt someone, his answer was even worse.
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Latarian's unapologetic response made the clip go viral, and the internet quickly turned him into a meme. Latarian became the internet's
never
ultimate
seen
bad
this,
boy.
though.
But while the memes and jokes spread online, his real life was no laughing matter. Just days after his bold comments in the viral interview, Latarian surprised everyone by issuing a public apology.
I'm sorry what I did to my grandma's truck, and I'm sorry what I did to all you people in the hospital. And I love you, and I hope
No, you
you
don't.
be impressed.
But despite the apology, Latarian wasn't done causing trouble.
There are new problems for the 7-year-old who stole his grandmother's SUV and went on a dangerous joyride. His latest incident took place in a popular discount store and has landed him in a West Palm Beach hospital.
Just 2 weeks after
what
the
did he do?
joyride, Latarian attacked his grandmother in public. This time, he was upset because she refused to buy him chicken wings, so he snapped.
Started
Stop, boy.
hitting me in front of the whole Walmart, and everyone in there was upset. In my stomach, in my legs, wherever he could reach me, that's where he hit me.
Latarian caused such a scene that the police took him to an area hospital for a mental health evaluation. But Latarian's grandmother already had a theory to explain his behavior.
But I know what causes this behavior because all he's ever seen was his parents do physical, abusive, and verbal things. And I don't want him to continue in this direction, so I'm doing the best I can to get him the help.
After the Walmart incident, things seemed to get better. For the next 7 years, Latarian didn't cause much trouble. At 14, Latarian graduated middle school with big dreams of either becoming a pro football player or joining the Navy. The internet rooted for him, hoping he left his troubled past behind. But that hope didn't last, because a few weeks later, he did the worst thing he'd ever done so far. When Latarian was only 17, he was back on the news for breaking the law.
This is Milton entering a West Palm Beach courtroom Monday to face charges stemming from an armed robbery and carjacking.
He and his
Oh, you
friends
should've
ordered
smacked
a
him in the back
Lyft,
of the
which
head.
if you guys don't know is like an Uber. During the ride, they got into an argument with the driver. So Latarian and his friends pulled a pew-pew on the driver, stealing his wallet, phone, and jacket. Then they forced him out of the car and took off with Latarian behind the wheel. He was arrested and sentenced to 3 years in prison, but was released on probation after serving only 7 months. By 2023, Latarian was back in trouble again, this time charged with simple assault and resisting arrest. He never seemed to learn his lesson, but I hope that one day he will. In our next meme, people treated this woman like a criminal. But the catch is, she was completely innocent. Can't hide it forever meme. At first, the can't hide it forever meme seemed like a harmless joke about plastic surgery. The meme shows a family photo with a caption underneath. The parents are stunning with big eyes and long, well-defined noses. But when you look at the kids, something feels off. Their faces are edited to make their eyes look exceptionally small and their noses flat, so they look far less attractive than their picture-perfect parents. What made it a meme, though, was the caption, "Plastic surgery, you can't hide it forever." The joke is clear. No matter how much someone changes their looks with surgery, the truth will always show, especially through their kids. It pokes fun at unrealistic beauty standards and the rising trend of plastic surgery. But for the woman in the photo, the meme wasn't funny. It was a nightmare that would never end. The woman in the meme is Taiwanese model Heidi Ye. In the late 2000s, Heidi was a rising star in the modeling world. She appeared in TV commercials and ads for big brands like KFC and Vio. But in 2012, Heidi accepted what turned out to be the worst job of her career. It was an ad for a Taiwanese cosmetic surgery clinic. The concept was straightforward. Two gorgeous parents with three not-so-gorgeous kids. The caption for the ad, written in Chinese, said the only thing you have to worry about after plastic surgery is explaining you'll have to do it to your children. The ad was only supposed to appear in the clinic's magazines and newspapers. That way everyone knew it was just an ad. But that's not what happened. The agency didn't keep its word. Instead of just using the photo for print ads, they put it on their Facebook page and even let another clinic use it. The photo started spreading online, and as it did, people had no clue it was just an ad. Later that year, the worst happened. A Chinese tabloid published a fake story using the family photo. The article claimed a wealthy businessman sued his wife when he found out she had plastic surgery before they met. The disappointed husband only figured it out because their children grew up to look nothing like his wife. Of course, the story was completely made up, but with the photo attached, it felt real. The article went viral, translated into multiple languages, including English, Japanese, and Arabic. Soon, the internet turned the image into a meme inspired by the fake news story. People laughed at the joke, but for Heidi, it was tearing her life apart. Since most people believed the meme was real, Heidi faced an avalanche of backlash.
Ollie and Anna seemed so perfect. And what people didn't know was she was screaming for help.
Strangers accused her of being a lying wife. They pointed at her while she walked down the street. Even her boyfriend dumped her, embarrassed by the constant rumors. At the same time, her promising career began to crumble.
This has totally affected my work. People refuse to believe that I have never had plastic surgery. After this, I only got small roles in advertisements.
Heidi estimated she lost over $123,000 in potential earnings. Desperate to clear her name, Heidi demanded the clinic to take down the image. They refused. Frustrated, she held a press conference threatening to sue them if they didn't act. Still, they didn't budge, so Heidi sued them. In response, the ad agency and the clinic threatened to sue her for damaging their reputation. They even demanded that she hold another press conference to apologize to them. What happened next in Heidi's battle isn't entirely clear, but one thing is certain: the meme that entertained millions ruined her life. This next meme involves a dark secret that was exposed in the most embarrassing way. Woman yelling at a cat meme. The woman yelling at a cat meme might be one of the funniest memes ever. It has two sides. On the left, there's an angry woman shouting and pointing. On the right, a white cat calmly sits at a table with a plate of vegetables. It's the ultimate meme for silly arguments. The angry woman makes a dramatic complaint, and the cat fires back with a hilarious comeback that completely shuts her down. The internet created 1,000 versions of this meme, but few know the sad truth behind the woman's tears. The woman in the meme is Taylor Armstrong, a star from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. On the show, she was dramatic and entertaining, but behind the cameras, her life was falling apart.
While I was filming Beverly Hills, I was in an abusive marriage. My husband was verbally and physically abusing me for almost 6 years.
She tried to hide her marital problems, telling only a few close friends about her husband's behavior. Even then, she begged them to act normal around him.
So I'm asking them basically to be nice to someone who they know is not being nice to me. And that's hard for your friends and family and people that love you. It's a challenge for all victims.
But the truth couldn't stay hidden forever. It all came out during an episode of The Real Housewives. At a tea party, one of the cast members named Camille exposed Taylor's troubled marriage in front of everyone. Taylor snapped. Overcome with shame and anger, Taylor shouted at Camille for revealing her secret. That scene of Taylor pointing and yelling became the infamous image in the meme. Eventually, Taylor divorced her husband. So what about the cat in the meme? Well, that's a cat named named Smudge from Ontario, Canada. One day, Smudge jumped onto a chair and stared at a plate of salad on the dinner table. The cat's owner shared the photo online in 2018. In 2019, someone finally paired the cat's picture with the angry woman's photo. The meme blew up, getting retweeted more than 78,000 times. People kept adding funny captions, and the rest is history. The next meme almost didn't happen because the man in it was living a high-risk, dangerous life. The best cry ever. The internet loves it when people have extreme reactions. So it's no surprise that this video went viral in 2010. The crying was so over the top, so exaggerated, it was impossible not to laugh. The internet had no idea who this guy was or why he was crying, but they didn't care. They took that clip and turned it into the best cry ever meme. Whenever something sad or disappointing happened online, someone would drop it into the conversation. There was just one problem: the reason behind him crying. The man in the video was Rick Rocky Lockridge. Before he became an internet sensation, he was already famous.
Please welcome Rocky Lockridge.
In the 1970s, Rocky was a boxing champion with a reputation for knockouts. He even knocked someone out in just 98 seconds. In the ring, Rocky was unstoppable, but outside of it, his life was a mess. By the late 1980s, he was drinking uncontrollably and taking substances. It became an addiction. The millions Rocky made as a fighter were wasted on parties and substances. His marriage fell apart and he lost custody of his twin sons. Rocky tried to revive his career, but he suffered back-to-back losses. With no money, no career, and no family, Rocky turned to crime. Soon he was getting arrested and bouncing in and out of jail. By the late 1990s, he was broke and homeless, surviving on $140 a month in government aid and food stamps. Then, for the first time in a long time, something good finally happened to him. In 2010, after years of struggle, Rocky appeared on the TV show Intervention. The show reconnects addicts with their loved ones and helps them make the first step toward recovery. It was there that Rocky reunited with his sons for the first time in over a decade. It was an emotional moment.
I've waited over 15 years for this moment. Do you hear me? Hey,
with the cameras rolling, Rocky's sons told him they still wanted a relationship with him.
And still, I am here because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
That's crazy.
That cry marked a turning point for Rocky. After the show, he entered rehab and completed a 90-day program. He stayed sober for almost a decade until he passed away in 2019. Up next is a man who became the internet's punching bag, all because of a viral joke. The These Nuts meme. You've heard it in videos, laughed about it, and maybe even said it yourself, these nuts. But this meme started from one home video in 2015.
Cause some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him! Got him!
In the clip, a man named Welvin tells his dad something came in the mail. When his dad asks what did, Welvin drops the punchline, "These nuts got him." The video went viral almost instantly, racking up 58,000 likes in a month. People pranked their friends the same way. They asked a question, and when the other person asked what they meant, they would reply with "these nuts."
Some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him!
What came in the mail today?
These nuts.
Since Welvin created the punchline, he became a viral star. People recognized him on the streets, invited him to events, and he even got to hang out with celebrities like DJ Khaled. But soon, the internet's love for Welvin turned to ridicule. The change began in April 2015 when Welvin was accused of interacting inappropriately with a woman at a party. Although he denied the accusations, his image was no longer spotless.
All that is bullshit.
Yeah.
Dan Bilzerian actually posted an article on his site yesterday clearing up that rumor. to try to slow that down, because he's lost bookings behind it.
But there were more problems to come. In August 2016, Welvin's Instagram account, which had over 1 million followers, was hacked. He tried to rebuild it with a new account, but never regained his original following. The internet was always hungry for the next big thing, already moving on. Years passed and Welvin disappeared from the public eye. Then in 2020, Welvin showed up on the internet again, but this time he was in a very disturbing position. A viral video showed Welvin lying on the ground at a park, unconscious and responsive. He looked lifeless. Social media thought that Thhis nuts guy was gone, but actually he was just drunk. Welvin later released a video explaining what happened.
I'm not dead. I'm not sleeping on the street. I drink too much and I pass out. I don't like when people report me while I pass out on the ground.
Welvin's video opened the floodgates to more sad revelations. He admitted he was struggling with alcohol and that his former manager scammed him. But instead of getting sympathy, the internet made fun of Welvin even more. Strangers filmed themselves harassing Welvin on the streets. Sometimes people took videos of Welvin even when he told them not to.
What's the deal, bro? What's the deal with you, bro?
Welvin seemed lost, the shadow of the cheerful man he once was. But I do hope that he is doing well today. The next meme's backstory involves the worst crime a person can commit: murder. The Crying Jordan meme. The Crying Jordan meme has been called the greatest sports meme of all time. It's so famous that even a US president mentioned it.
He's more than just a logo, more than just an internet meme.
It first showed up in 2012 when someone posted it with the caption, "Why did I buy the Bobcats?" It was a dig at Michael Jordan for buying the Charlotte Bobcats, who had the worst season record of all time. The internet ran wild with the Crying Jordan picture, and since then it's become the ultimate symbol of failure. Anytime a team loses or someone fails at something, you'll see Jordan's crying face plastered all over social media. However, what the internet saw as a joke was actually a very painful moment for Jordan. The photo was taken in 2009 during Michael Jordan's Basketball Hall of Fame induction. As he gave a speech reflecting on his career, he couldn't hold back the tears. One of the most emotional moments was when Jordan mentioned his late father, James Jordan.
My father, who's not here today, obviously he's with us and all of us.
James wasn't just Michael's dad, he was Michael's best friend and biggest fan. But in July 1993, James Jordan suddenly disappeared. His worried family reported him missing. For 2 long weeks, they searched around the country for him. Then the cops found James's car abandoned deep in the woods. That was not a good sign. Long after, their worst fears were confirmed. James Jordan was found in a swamp. He lost his life during a robbery. But the tragedy didn't end there. When James's body was initially found, it was unrecognizable because of the conditions in the swamp. So the coroner labeled him a John Doe and cremated his remains before anyone realized who he was. So when Michael found his father, all he received were ashes.
The thing that I looked at, the death of my father, unfortunately, it happened at the hands of another human being, which, in essence, that's very difficult to deal with. Just the notion of being able to kill one.
The grief was so much it made Michael retire from basketball that year. To honor his father's memory, he started playing baseball, a sport his father loved. Eventually, Michael returned to the NBA and won his 4th championship in...
Yeah, I never knew that was the story behind it. That's actually crazy. What the fuck? That's crazy.
1996. It was his first victory without his father. The Crying Jordan picture captures the sadness of losing a father. It's a reminder that even legends like Michael Jordan carry deep and personal pain. This next backstory is a roller coaster that sent the police on a manhunt for a killer. The Smash Smash meme. Memes can turn ordinary people into celebrities, but that kind of fame isn't always easy to handle. That's what happened in the case of the Smash Smash Mash meme. Before we get into the disturbing details, let's take a moment to remember what made this meme so iconic in the first place.
Smash, smash, smash!
The smash, smash, smash meme represented someone stepping up to save the day in an extreme over-the-top way. Whenever someone needed to metaphorically smash a problem, this was the meme they pulled out. The meme became super popular, but not many people know that its backstory involves a real violent event. The story behind the meme goes back to a 2013 interview with a homeless man named Kai. And Kai told a bizarre story. Kai said he was hitchhiking when a man named Jet McBride gave him a ride. During the drive, McBride told Kai he was actually Jesus Christ. That was a strange thing to say, but things got even stranger. While recounting his life story, McBride suddenly crashed his car into a parked truck. The impact left someone trapped between the two vehicles. When a bystander rushed over to help, McBride got out of the car and attacked her. That's when Kai jumped into action. He pulled a hatchet from his backpack and struck McBride multiple times, shouting "smash, smash, smash." But it wasn't just the phrase that captured people's attention, it was Kai himself. Kai came across as a modern folk hero, someone who deeply cared about people.
Before I say anything else, I want to say no matter what you've done, you deserve respect. Even if you make mistakes, you're lovable. And it doesn't matter your look, skills, or age, or size, or anything, you're worthwhile. No one could ever take that away from you.
The entire country was fascinated by him. Clips of Kai speaking about his life increased his popularity.
Well, by now we all know of Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker.
But no one really knows Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker, until now. All those questions about the world's latest hero are put to rest.
This inner child that I've guarded this whole life is still right here and intact.
He even appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
You know, a lot of people are calling you a hero because you thwarted that crazy guy, right?
But as the world fell in love with Kai, the cracks in his personality started to show. His hero had a dark side. Behind the scenes, Kai was struggling to handle his sudden fame. He started to behave erratically and unpredictably. For example, right before appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Kai was caught urinating on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That was nothing compared to what happened next. Within 3 months of his newfound fame, Kai was arrested for murder. The hero was suddenly a villain. The victim was a 73-year-old attorney from New Jersey. According to police, Kai spent the night at the victim's home. But for reasons unknown, Kai ended up taking this old man's life. Kai confessed to the crime, but claimed it was self-defense. He said the victim had drugged him and tried to assault him. Unfortunately, investigators didn't believe his story. Kai lacked defense wounds or a reliable testimony from anyone. This raised serious doubts about his story of a violent struggle. In the end, the jury wasn't convinced by his defense. Kai was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to 57 years behind bars. It was a sad way for things to end for someone who seemed like a true hero. This next meme links to one of the most devastating events of the century. Tough guy entrance. The tough guy entrance meme is literally the video of a guy walking into a room. So how did something so simple become one of the world's biggest memes? Well, it's about how this guy walked. As you can see, the man strutted into the room with extreme confidence, like he could take on the world. The video went viral in March 2019, and the internet called it Tough Guy Entrance. The meme was used to joke about people trying to look tough in various situations. But the internet soon realized the tough guy in the video wasn't someone to admire or even joke about. The tough guy's name was Jawad Bendaoud, and he was a convicted criminal in France. In 2006, at just 18 years old, he took his best friend's life during a fight. That landed him in jail for 6 years. Years later, Bendaoud made headlines for another crime. This time, he rented out his apartment to 2 fugitives involved in the 2015 Paris attacks, which was a tragic day. Days later, French police raided the apartment. As the terrorists were taken away, Bendaoud was arrested as well because he was hiding them. But Bendaoud claimed he was innocent.
Comment vous expliquez que ces personnages se retrouvent chez vous?
On m'a demandé de rendre service, j'ai rendu service, monsieur. On m'a dit d'héberger 2 personnes pendant 3 jours et j'ai rendu service normalement. Je sais pas d'où ils viennent, moi, et que les individus sont retranchés chez moi et que voilà.
But his story quickly fell apart. Further investigation revealed that Bendaoud knew the men were fugitives, yet he gave them a place to hide. He was found guilty and sentenced to 4 years in prison. As Bendaoud entered the courtroom for his sentencing, he walked with a cocky swagger that caught everyone's attention. He stared directly into the cameras, and that moment meme became the tough guy entrance meme. This next meme has probably the wildest backstory so far. The nodding man meme. Sometimes the internet doesn't need words to make a point. A simple gesture can say it all. That's exactly why the nodding man meme became so popular. The meme shows a bearded man smiling and nodding as the camera zooms in. It's the internet's symbol for agreement or genuine support. It first popped up in 2012, and since then, people have paired it with the most relatable captions, like when I hear a friend humming a song that I introduced them to. But surprisingly, this positive meme has one of the most disturbing backstories ever. The video of the nodding man comes from a 1972 movie called Jeremiah Johnson. The movie tells the tragic story of Jeremiah Johnson, a soldier who moved to the Rocky Mountains seeking a quiet life, but Jeremiah struggled to survive in the harsh wilderness. Luckily, he got help from a Native American tribe called the Crow. With their help, he learned to hunt, fish, and live off of the land. He even married a native woman and adopted a young boy. But peace doesn't last long in this story. One day, US soldiers begged Jeremiah for help rescuing a group stranded in Crow territory. He agreed, but warned them to avoid sacred Crow burial grounds. The US soldiers didn't listen. They desecrated the Holy Land. Their actions angered the Crow tribe, and the tribe sought revenge in the most brutal way possible. When Jeremiah returned to his cabin, he found it burned to the ground. His wife and child both lost their lives. Jeremiah swore revenge. He hunted down the Crow warriors responsible, taking them out one at a time. The Crow tribe also declared war on him, sending their best warriors to take him out.
He was a man the Indians prayed to and cursed and tried to.
Jeremiah survived every attack, earning a reputation as a one-man army. So you might be thinking, why would this meme be disturbing if it was based on a movie? Well, this movie is based on a real person called John Liver-Eating Johnson. Legend has it that in 1847, Johnson's wife was killed by the Crow tribe. In retaliation, he hunted down 300 Indians. But if that isn't shocking enough, he also ate their livers, hence the nickname Liver-Eating Johnson. The internet can turn anything into a joke, but sometimes those jokes come at the expense of real struggle. Every meme has a story, and sometimes that story is a lot darker than it seems. Visual venture. Wait, before you guys go, make sure you guys click here to watch more dark internet documentaries. Love you guys as always. Peace!
It's the Ashley Preston Station.
Like that Michael Jordan one, I didn't know why he retired the first time. I thought he just retired to go play baseball. Because nobody mentions the second half or that of his dad passing away. So yeah. Really neat aspect of his meme. He stayed with her. Yeah. Yeah, that is right there. And then after that, she did some more stuff. Like, come on now. And then the slap. Yeah. Won't even hurt me. Not really. But yeah, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night. And bye.